Merry Christmas to all of you out there watching this video report today and celebrating the holiday. I hope you have a great time with your family and friends, and may the upcoming new year be both prosperous and profitable for you. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, General Manager of the world's largest online sports handicapping website in the world, and that is VegasSportsAdvisors.com. Each and every day, joining you with my daily video report, giving you free selections. FYI, 27-16 run with the free plays after giving you Rice and Fresno under last night in the Hawaii Bowl. That's over the past 2.5 weeks. 27-16 run with 2 more NBA freebies coming your way. Plus, dispensing my brand of gambling advice and betting strategies along the way. Listen, this is something I've been doing for 20 years, but I got my start as a sports reporter. I was a reporter for 8 years, so I've always taken the experiences that I gathered and gained from being on the field, in the locker rooms, around players, coaches, managers, etc., and that has really shaped my gambling philosophy over the past 2 decades. But I've got to tell you something, guys. You know, if you put 20 gamblers in a room, they're all going to be giving you their battle stories. It's like patients comparing their scars. Everybody's got this incredible win. Everybody's got these agonizing losses, and they'll all talk about it till, the cows come home. But I've got to be honest with you. I have never seen a game determined like yesterday's contest, the Bahamas Bowl, between Western Kentucky and Central Michigan. And you owe it to yourself if you didn't see, just the final 1 second of that game. You owe it to yourself to do a search on YouTube, to do a search on ESPN, to watch how that game ended. It was amazing. And listen, I'm a guy who has lost games on 94-foot shots. I'm a guy that once lost a game because there were allegations of point shaving involved. I've won games in some incredible fashions as well. I've seen teams that I bet on come back from 25-point deficits in football and blow 30-point leads. So I've been on both sides of the spectrum, okay? But I have never seen a game that turned out like yesterday's did. And if you happen to be betting on Western Kentucky yesterday, minus 3.5 points, and you were thinking, hey, I'm feeling pretty good, up by 35 points in this game going into the second half, you may have been feeling good, but ultimately you found out it was like an episode of The Twilight Zone, and you in reality had been watching a Christmas special, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Because the Grinch stole your money yesterday if you happen to be on the Hilltoppers. Just a phenomenal finish. And by the way, props to the Central Michigan coach. You come back in a game which you had no right to even be in. And instead of going for the point after attempt to tie the game and force overtime, you show the balls to go ahead and go for the 2-point conversion. You miss it. But props to them anyway, because again, when you watch how that game unfolded, Central Michigan, by the way, scored with 1 minute and 1 second to go, and then they scored on the final play with 1 second on the clock when that final play started. Crazy. I don't even want to tell you any more about how the game ended, just in case you haven't seen the highlights. But again, you owe it to yourself after watching my video report to go check it out. Hey, listen, guys, I've got 2 more free selections for you. Again, 27-16 roll with the free picks. So remember, each and every day, you can get my daily video reports, plus those of Brandon Lang, who had his life as a professional sports handicapper portrayed in the major motion picture by Hollywood, 2 for the Money, starring Matthew McConaughey and Al Pacino a couple of years ago, plus those of Trace Adams, another 20-plus year veteran of the handicapping wars, over at VegasSportsAdvisors.com. No purchase necessary, no registration required, plus all our free picks as well. A couple of games here on the NBA card that I find of particular interest. The first one is going to be your game between the Lakers and the Bulls. I don't care that the Lakers shocked Golden State the other night with Kobe sitting on the bench. Doesn't mean anything to me. Maybe the Warriors got caught looking ahead to today's game with the Clippers. I don't know, but it doesn't mean anything to me because the Bulls right now are gelling. They have won 7 of their last 8 games. The last 6 games that Derrick Rose has played, he has just been on a roll. He looks like the Derrick Rose of old instead of an old Derrick Rose. 22.7 points and nearly 51% shooting in his last 6 games. Paul Gasol, who I thought was the best free agent signing, other than that guy, what was his name? LeBron? Yeah, LeBron something. During the offseason, he has been playing such good ball for the Bulls. 18 points a game, the ex-Laker averaging a career-high 11.4 rebounds as well. I just think the Bulls have too much depth, too much power along the front line with Noah and Gasol, and also so explosive offensively. And the Lakers aren't going to be able to contend in this one. And I wouldn't be surprised if this game is somewhere like a 17 to 20 point win, a blowout, that type of win for Chicago in this contest. Now, the other pick I'm going to give you is a tough one because I'm not psychic, okay? And I'll explain why in a minute. I like the Spurs -5 today at home against Oklahoma City. Now, you know Kevin Durant is going to miss his 4th straight game. They've lost 2 of the last 3 during the sprained ankle period. And, of course, without Durant this season, as he started the year on the shelf because of the broken foot, they are 6-14. Now, Russell Westbrook has been playing phenomenal ball. He's averaged like 29 points a game in the 8 games since he came back from his latest injury. Problem in this game, you would think the Spurs on surface value, on paper, are the obvious choice because Kevin Durant's not playing. But the equalizer is that Kawhi Leonard, who truly is the Spurs' best player on a night-in, night-out basis, not Duncan, not Tony Parker, he's out. So you've got that to consider, and you also have this. You never know when Greg Popovich is going to decide, hey, Manu, Tony, Tim, take the day off. I'm not a psychic. I can't get into Greg Popovich's mind. I don't know if any of us want to really be reading Greg Popovich's mind, okay? I mean, the other night against the Warriors or against the Clippers when they snapped a 4-game losing streak with the win, Tony Parker wasn't supposed to play. He had a phenomenal game. You just never know with this Spurs team when Popovich is going to pull the trigger. We've seen him do it in nationally televised games before and suddenly decide to rest his starters. So, if you knew Duncan was going to play, and Parker was going to play, and Manu was going to play today, okay? And you already know that Durant's not playing and Leonard's not playing, then I think the Spurs are a great pick at -5, 5.5 points. But again, there's that uncertainty, and that's why it's a free pick and not one that I'm personally betting on, as I think the best bet on the board is actually the Cleveland-Miami contest. Well, that'll do it for today's video report. Listen, guys, one more thing for you, and you may not want to use it today, but you may want to use it tomorrow, maybe Saturday, Sunday, for all the football action coming up. 1-day free all-access pass over at VegasSportsAdvisors.com entitles you to get my best bet and the best bets of all the handicappers, over $1,000 worth of action, absolutely free for 1 day, no strings attached. Free means free. You just go over to VegasSportsAdvisors.com, you click on the 1-day free all-access pass, and that's all you do. Guys, I just believe it's a great way for you to sample all of us because we're all different. We all have different ways of analyzing games. We all break the games down differently. You get the picks, you get our analysis, you get to make an evaluation. And I think in an industry which, let's face it, always seemingly most people in this business ask you for something up front. I don't want anything. Go to the site, you pick the day, take the 1-day free all-access trial pass, and check it out for yourself. And free means free. Don't want your phone number. Don't need anything. Don't want any money. Free means free. Check it out. 1-day free all-access pass over at VegasSportsAdvisors.com. Again, have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy the holiday with your family and friends. And I will be back here each and every day, starting tomorrow, with my daily video report. Take it easy, guys.